Fort Hood, Virginia Tech, Aurora, Colorado, and Sandy Hook. Those are all places in America that now live in infamy. Well, today, Roseburg, Oregon can be added to that list after a community college was victim to another mass shooting. It's kind of disappointing because I don't think any of those kids woke up this morning and thought, wow, sure some asshole's gonna come into my classroom today and kill me. Or no, nobody thinks that. And I think in a just society, we'd be a little bit more outraged and more willing to do something about it. But not here. Here we just feel remorse and we get upset about it, but it happens all the time, so we move along. I think that's kind of fucked up. We've got politicians and right-wing assholes that they won't compromise. It's, I get all my guns or nothing. So you're right to potentially one day kill that invisible intruder trumps everybody else's life, right to life, right to safety. That makes sense. I mean, what can we blame? Who can we blame? The laws are not adequate. The people are not reasonable. And I don't know, it's just disappointing. And speaking of unreasonable laws, I live in Texas, and a few years ago I walked into an academy and I thought, man, I wonder how hard it would be for me to get a gun, because I hear it's pretty easy. And in my mind, in all the movies and stuff and all the TV shows, there's that 24-hour waiting period. So I walk into academy and I ask them, hey, if I wanted to I point out a revolver. It was like a little snub-nosed one, and I said, if I want to get that gun, how long would it take me? And the guy's like, well, it might take a half an hour. We're gonna run your ID, and that's that. And I thought, man, that can't be right. And I thought about that again today, so I went and looked up some gun laws in Texas today because I could have sworn there was that 24-hour waiting period, but it's not there. So like I said, I looked up some gun laws, and I'm gonna read them off because I think this is why a lot of the shit that we've got going on with these mass shootings is going on, because there's a lot of states out there that are just as lax, if not worse, than where I'm at. So, question 1. How long is the waiting period to buy a handgun, shotgun, rifle in Texas? Answer: there is no waiting period for purchasing a firearm in the state of Texas. So, if you want to kill somebody that day, you can do it. I just moved to Texas. Do I have to register my firearms? No. There's no state registration of firearms. So, that makes things go pretty well, I guess, after a shooting. Or who did this gun belong to? Oh, we don't know. They didn't have to register it. I just bought a gun from someone in Texas. Do I need to transfer the gun into my name? No, there's no state registration of firearms. So to reiterate that, buy a gun, shoot somebody, mass confusion. What is required to purchase a firearm in the state of Texas? You'll need a valid state issue ID. Wow, I've got one of those. Can I carry a firearm in my vehicle? Yes. With the passage of the Motorist Protection Act, you may now readily carry handguns loaded and within reach, so long as you conceal the firearm. A few months ago here, we had an off-duty officer shoot a girl in the head in a road rage incident, so yeah, I guess if she had a gun, maybe she could have shot back. I don't know. Are machine guns, suppressors, aka silencers, short-barreled firearms, etc. legal in the state of Texas? Yes, all NFA rules apply. I don't know anything about that, but, silencer seems like a handy thing to do if you wanted to kill somebody quietly. Are assault weapons banned in Texas? No. Is there a limit on the number of rounds a magazine may hold? Once again, no. I don't know. It's seriously disappointing. But, I mean, until we start getting mad, nothing's ever going to change. And for those lawmakers and people who fetishize these weapons and get a goddamn hard-on for them, I think this blood's on your hands to some extent.